Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today we continue the FL Studio series right here at BusyWorksBeats.com/FL Studio. Today I'm going to show you how to get the best brass sound you can get with the stock sounds in FL Studio. So firstly, if you go to your browser, you want to go to Packs, go to Instruments, and go to Orchestral, and we're going to pull up Brass section. Now we're going to do stuff to it so it has a bit of a different sound. So the brass section sounds like this. I'm playing really low notes. Okay, so to get that grittier tone, play the lower notes. This is great for EDM, darker trap. But here's the processing chain that will hype this up to a new level. So firstly, let me turn it on, and then let's go one by one. So the first step here is to use a preamp to add bite to the sound. What you do is you pull down your post gain so that it's not blowing out your eardrums. And when you pull up your preamp, you're going to get more bitey tone. So let me hold a note and just move this up and down. It's going to turn into like a square wave, a bitier tone. You can hear it adds that pleasant distortion. So it makes it sound even more gritty and dark. Now the next thing to make it sound more EDM or more modern is to add a flanger. You can do a lot of things with flangers. You can automate it, but you can just leave it on default. This is the default patch. It adds movement to this sound, so it doesn't feel like it's stale and static. Now we're going to pull up levels with the compressor here. We're just going to turn it on. This is a very subtle compressor. I pulled the threshold down so it could pull up most of the signal because this is a grittier signal. So we're trying to grab all the sound. And you can copy the settings. This is a 2-to-1 ratio, attack at 15, gain is plus 12. So here's before and after. Decent, but it can be grittier. See how this one has a little bit more attitude? Here's without. Again, it's a decent starting sound, but once you add the processing to it, it adds new life to it. So for example, if you had a third-party plugin like our first plugin, Vintage Fire, and you go through brass presets, you can run it through the same mixing presets and you'll add that bite. So let's turn the mixer settings off. Only thing is these are real authentic analog sounds, so they're not going to have the same downfalls as digital sounds. These sounds are going to sound cut through no matter what, whether you have effects or not. So here's without. Now let's turn some effects on just to show you other plugins. Okay, so let's run through some presets just to show you before and after, since there's only one brass patch in the default stock sounds. Run it through patch 1. Mix. So this processing chain works for any other plugins you could use that have brass sounds as well. Let's run it through the effects. Just adds a modern touch. It's a lot of movement to it. It's a lot of cool textures to it. So that's how you use it. Again, thanks for watching. If you want to continue the FL Studio series, go to BusyWorksBeats.com/FL Studio. I'll leave a link below. You can get a ton of free sounds, free project files, and more videos for you for free. Just go to BusyWorksBeats.com/FL Studio. Thanks for watching. It's BusyWorksBeats.com.